All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a synopsis overview of what we built today. In roughly 3 hours and 45 minutes exactly on the dot. It was 3 hours, 44 minutes, and 58 seconds. We came to the 13th version of this. So essentially, what this is our system, right? I'm doing bunny ears and you guys can't see me. But the original kind of layout of what most people's system, I can probably just pull it up really quick. So typically we're looking, that's V1. So this is kind of like, oh shit, that's before it got really messed up. Oh, here you go. So this is kind of what we were starting out with. Let's blow this up really quick. So the thought process behind all of this, right? Trying to create an intuitive and engaging UI while while still having that structure of like an endless void, right? So what I mean by endless void is if you think about like a domain expansion type shit where in that realm anything is possible for that user based on like their power parameters pretty much. So, but it's an endless void, right? Anything like that thing expands forever. It has every resource, it has every tool, anything you could ever imagine is in this domain. So that's the endless void is our domain. With inside this domain, we have realms, and these realms are kind of your battles, right? So knowledge, code, fitness, wisdom, workshop. These are just generic, and I'm going to try and have an intuitive system that based off of the user interaction and kind of the onboarding process will attempt to generate stuff like this that's more geared toward what the user is trying to accomplish, what their goal is. So for just a rough view, right? So we started off with this knowledge nexus, code caverns, fitness frontier, wisdom workshop, and social sanctum. So I believe once we open one of these realms, it's going to show the resources for all of these. So we'll just go ahead and click on this, and I was right, I believe. Yeah, it just opens up all of these. So as you can see, they're assigned, I believe, each by color. So knowledge nexus should be, or no, they are actually all individual. So it's funny, we actually lost some of the stuff that I had developed here in our final rendition. I'm gonna have to try and re-add them back in. But it's actually really cool. So Knowledge Nexus, World History Masterclass, right? Time required 6 weeks. Achievements, History Buff, Time Traveler. Go ahead and complete resource, leveled up, blah 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 blah. I don't know why completion, right? Progress, complete resource. It won't go to 100%, I guess. Whatever. So you get the gist of this. He goes into the next ones. Progress 100% complete. Complete, whatever. Wonder what happens if we actually like. Yeah, wow, leveled up on this one. So anyway, so this is that kind of rough view. We're already 4 minutes in, and I'm getting so sidetracked. So what I wanted to try and adopt more instead of this like dashboard you see is that actual endless void feeling. So the only way possible that I can think of creating a UI that's stacked the way I want it to be is to kind of use what we used originally here in these like flowcharts and mind maps because it allows for kind of that endless zoom in, zoom out effect. So when we have these, right, in idea, we'd be able to have realms here. You go click on that realm, it's going to take you to the next, what would be your like string path without even having to do anything. So you click it, it opens it up. The next time you go back, it goes all the way back to the directories, right? And you have multiple of these. So when you first open it up, your first workflow directory path is going to be user onboarding, user information, and then getting into the curation process of whatever they're trying to do. So that's what we tried to attempt here, which is mimicking kind of like a workflow setup. Let me see if we got a really early one. We started looking really ugly when we first started out, but you can see we lost some of like the resources, I believe, in each one. Maybe it's just because I can't open them in the later versions because I started messing around with like locking objects and the leveling system here. But if we scroll down, this is kind of what we got to today in the 3 hours and 45 minutes. Is going to be this guy, V13 preview. We'll go ahead and open this up. The UI is a little scuffed right now. Go ahead and put it on dark mode. I need to fix like the contrast. The contrast settings were perfect for a while until I started running into issues with the dark mode for some reason. Like everything's supposed to invert in the dark mode. So you see the black text here, black everywhere, whatever. As soon as this, like the gray kind of does it a little bit, but it's supposed to invert the color. So this should all be white, 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 whatever, right? It's not working 100%, but it looks a little bit better just when we're trying to mess around. So finally able to get mouse scroll in and out, and it kind of recenters. It was a pain in the ass to get this to work, but my issue is it kind of just floats off over here. So I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, right, we'll go over a little bit of some of the functionality right now. So level 1, 0, this is what, rough view if I were to launch this, it would look. So you'd have an onboarding process before this, whatever. And then we get into, so like we'll go ahead and name this adventurer Brian. All right. I don't even know if that'll save. Oh, sweet, it saved. So we're currently in Novice Explorer, level 1, 0 XP. This is your kind of hot bar, right? Over here, before we get too far, I need to mess with the locations of these a little bit. But can't really type anything here, I don't believe. So we'll go Knowledge Nexus. No, it won't even pick that up. Yeah, it won't pick anything up. So it's really weird how this thing functions right now, because you can go ahead and open this up, and then you can open this up, and it'll show you kind of a hotbar. But I'm trying to get these things to work independently so that if you ever have, something you're trying to find, you don't know exactly where it's at, you can use this search function, and this is going to be AI powered a little bit to try and figure out where stuff is. So if you have any questions, you're able to come to here, type that in, it'll spit out, either what you're supposed to be doing or directions to, if you're trying to, the reason why this is built, I'm trying to show you, the reason why this is built over here is because of you need some sort of your guides. Like when you go and hop in a game, Skyrim, GTA, whatever, you have some sort of, hey, you need to achieve this, you need to achieve this, you need to achieve this. So in order to, say, master a skill, okay, well, where the fuck are skills? Come over here, skills. Not only would it give you a definition based on what our parameters are for what skills are, it would go pretty much into like a Wikipedia of our own structure. But it's not working currently. But that's the design idea. So currently, explore Knowledge Nexus. Complete your first resource in the Knowledge Nexus realm. Go to Knowledge Nexus. This is our first one, first resource. Come into here. Course, 2.5 hours, 1,000 XP. They have no descriptions right now. Progress, achievements, complete 25% of the course. I don't know why it's already saying we have that. We don't. Complete resource. Congratulations, you've reached level 3. That's way too much of an increase, but who cares? But we also got an XP boost from here, so that there's that stacking of XP and kind of like that additional player boost as they start throughout the game to try and get them motivated to continue on the process, because it's supposed to be that initial really quick feedback and kind of get them Involved and excited, I think you would say. So go ahead, back out of this. We'll see what other features popped up. Since we just completed that one, we're level 3 now. Come over to the achievements. We'll make this back into the light so you can see it. Come back into achievements. First steps, complete your first resource unlocked. Knowledge Seeker, unlock all resources in Knowledge Nexus. So not only do you have your mentor guide, but you have your achievements, right? So you have multiple things that the player is. You can't overcomplicate it though. So I'm trying to just base off these two parameters and having some sort of substrate to clarify, guide, and answer any of the questions that are happening here locally or overview entirety. So let's go ahead and unlock all resources in Knowledge Nexus. And what it means by unlocking, like, so not only do you have to complete certain ones to get to the next one, but the achievements is like beginner mastery, okay? You know, you're starting to learn, expert practitioner. Your achievements are your self-development. So you're not going to get, you know, initial, oh, you got access to some sort of not software, but some sort of tool, some sort of way to develop something, whether that's other skills or something in the real world, whatever it is. You know, the initial achievements are just going to be your learning pretty much. So we'll go ahead. Oh, my headset just died for some reason. So we'll go ahead and complete the Art of Critical Thinking. Same thing, this one here is 1500 XP, duration 4 hours. It's book, achievements, expert practitioner, because these are all part of the Knowledge Nexus. So go ahead, progress, complete. You wouldn't be manually entering in completed. It would be kind of an intuitive system that once you read and probably, you know, answer a couple questions, do a little bit of a report, it needs to be something that develops the person itself. You know, if they want to just go through, blow through, I don't think we should be able to build a system for that. So now you can see we've completed 2. We haven't completed the 3rd one, but now we have Code Caverns. So this is locked. This resource is locked. Complete previous resources to unlock. I'm going to try and make it so that as you complete skills, your skill branches open up and you're able to diversify, and you don't have to, you know, if you don't want to do scientific method in daily life, you don't have to. You can come over to Code Caverns, start on something else until it forces you to go, okay, you know what? No, now I need to learn this because this is going to be pertinent, whatever that word is, to whatever we're doing next, right? But we'll go ahead, progress, complete, we're level 11. Now at this point, we should be able to come over to Code Caverns. The resources unlock complete previous resources. I don't even know why this thing's broken. I'll have to fix that, but we're kind of just to the very basis. So this realm, okay. So we unlocked Code Caverns. This resource is unlocked, is resources locked to complete all other resources. God damn it. Okay, whatever. Let's see if we come over unlocked. I think that's at the point that we're at now. Achieve balance. Complete at least one resource in 3 different realms. Yeah, so you'd have to get to 15,000 XP, complete at least one realm, unlock all realms. But fuck, dude, that was 14 minutes. Dude, I suck at this. But this is a very simple overview of what it's trying to achieve. Well, I hope this kind of hit not the niche, but demographic that I'm intending it for. The reason for this video is to, I don't know, honestly, I don't know if it's because I'm trying to gain a little bit of movement with this project. I don't need movement with this project. This project needs a lot more development, and it is it is in the very early development, wireframe and UI design stage. But I kind of want to build some sort of community based on this. It would be really cool to open source this, make it so that, you know, I publish something and people are able to either reconstruct it to turn it into something else and expand on it, or develop tools based on this system and implement kind of like a marketplace tool, API kind of deal. I think that would be amazing. I think that would be such a collaborative kind of milestone for something like this, where it's really trying to promote success and open source, and like I don't know, I think it could be something really cool. And it's in the early developmental stages. I know probably a million people are out there doing this right now, and nobody's made it at least aware to me. I know of a couple other programs, applications, and projects that are kind of doing the same ish thing, but not really. And it's sorry, let me rephrase that. They're doing similar things as far as what we're doing here, trying to integrate all these things, but they're not doing it how I want to do it, through gamification, if that makes sense. I really think this whole gamification of this matter is going to change it quite a bit and allow for more of a broader scene instead of the kind of and kind of cute instead of kind of like gatekeep inclusiveness towards people who can build stuff like this. I want this to be a very simple thing, and that's pretty much it. But simple but insanely complex is what I want. So, well, we're coming up on 17 minutes. I'm gonna shut up. You guys are probably gonna roast me in whatever platform comments I post this on, but I think this is really cool. I've been tinkering with this for about coming up on 3 weeks now. A lot of research, a lot of learning. But I'm just excited to see where this goes. If you guys have any questions, or you want to say something cool, or maybe you have some intuitive, helpful thoughts, shoot, fire away. I appreciate it. Alrighty, till next time.